What's up, YouTube? Coin Flip back, and today we're going to be going through a roll of wheat pennies that we purchased online. And this is again another one of the estate auctions and a find. And basically, these coin collections come up with some of the estate stuff, and sometimes they're not always labeled correctly. And that's what we had today. So it's a pretty cool find. I think you guys will enjoy it. At the end, we also have some upgrades and spot fillers for our Lincoln Dansco album. So we're getting close to finishing that. I'm excited to show you guys what we picked up in that time since I've last spoke with you. If you haven't seen the previous videos kind of leading up to this, we'll put those up there as always. But it's been a fun journey with the Lincoln Dansco album, so we're getting to the end on that. And anyways, let me show you what we got. And basically, this is a roll of pennies that were in this estate auction. I'm not sure what the 72 is in reference to. There was only one picture, maybe two actually, and I'll show you how and why I bought this. But it was labeled wheat pennies, which again, there's only two pictures. One of them was in something like this orientation, if I recall. And then the other one, if you look closely, doesn't look like a wheat penny. So if you know what it is, go ahead and comment below right now. But basically, let's dig into this and I'll show you what we got. Yeah, so as mentioned, basically it was wheat pennies. There was only two pictures, and what I noticed was it wasn't a wheat penny. And basically, I don't know if the picture or the camera will pick it up here, but it looks like an Indian head cent. So right away, I was like, well, maybe this is mostly wheat pennies and there's an Indian, but it was on the end. So I figured I'd give it a shot and see what we got. But let's peel it back and see what's inside. And there you go. Looks like Indian head cent, and this whole roll might be Indian heads. And if you're like me, that's why I enjoy doing some of these purchases, because you just never know what you're going to get. You know, sometimes you might lose money, but it's pretty cool when you do get something like this where it's not as advertised. So you get it home and opened up, and lo and behold, it's actually not wheat pennies. And I'm sure some people will say, you know, you just put Indian head cents and put some tape on it. But this was a valid purchase at an estate auction, and again, this is how the auctioneers had it labeled. So pretty happy with that find. And let's get them dumped out and kind of go through them together and see if there's anything worth getting excited about. And yeah, it looks like they are all Indian heads, so who knows what's in here. If I recall, this auction had several in flips, so usually that means these are kind of the common dates, or kind of the ones you toss to the side, probably not in better condition, but still fun to go through. For me, I enjoy it. I may go through this with you and possibly list it on my eBay channel. If I do, I will put a comment right here saying that I did, and there will be a link in the description. But let's go through it. If it's something you're interested in, let me know. Otherwise, again, like I said, I'll put it in the listed on my eBay store. But we'll just go through these one at a time as quick as possible and see if there's anything worth discussing. But 1907, really not that bad a condition. We'll see if there's any of these have full Liberty. This one is hard to tell right here from this angle going through the camera on the phone, but looks like there are some letters visible, so pretty decent 1907 there. To start, 1901, this one's a little more, oh, dropped it, that was embarrassing. 1901, this one's a little more slick. 1890, and again, I'll try to catch this so where you guys can see it as best as possible, but 1890, again, no Liberty, a little bit older date. 1908, decent detail on the back and just a hint of Liberty. These are slick and hard to hang on to. 1902, no Liberty, not too bad so far though. 1907, this one looks pretty slick. What do we have here? This one's really slick. 1865, there we go. That's a little bit better year, but you can see this thing is very, very slick. Not much left of this guy, but awesome year. Hope there's more like that in there. 1906, maybe a ground fine, decent amount of corrosion. 1897, and again, just a hint of Liberty. I'm just setting them down here. I'm in no particular order, but this is pretty cool. My son started an Indian head cent collection since he finished that Jefferson. That was in pretty much one swoop, and so we'll probably go through if he needs any of these. I don't think he does though. Surprisingly, I think he has a better 1865. 1900, decent detail on this one as well, and this one's reverse facing. 1897, these are always just fun. Let me know if you guys like doing this or doing purchases like this. This is always exciting. Just never know what you might get. 1889, and I know sometimes these can be a little bit of a scam if you buy something like this on eBay, but because this was an estate auction with, you know, home goods and other coins in their collection, I knew this is probably a little bit more fun. 1905, but I enjoy doing this from time to time. Just knowing what risk is involved is the key. This one appears to be an 1890. It's really hard to tell. Maybe we can tell on the camera, but I can't. Looks like a 3 or an 8. Another 1907. So again, these are probably mostly in the G or VG category. 1904, 1902. But Indian head scents are fun. They're cool to me. 1905. This one's a little bit darker. Another 1902. So you can see a lot of these are 1900s, but they're not wheat pennies. So usually these rolls go for a little bit more money. 1907. Another 1907. 1901. 1898. There's a little bit better ones in here. Good little variety. 1903. 1907 again. 1901. This one's got a little bit of corrosion damage on it. Maybe I just added to that, I don't know. Another 1901. This one looks like it's been cleaned at some point, but also has some corrosion. These things are just super slick. Can't hang on to them. 1895, 1903. Again, a little bit of green. And this one's got some junk on it too. 1889, 1908. And I want to check those for that S mint mark down here. That would be pretty stellar if we found one of them. 1908 and 1909s, of course. 1898. 1894, 1900, another 1900. Again, a lot of these have some junk or corrosion, so 1908 again, no mint mark. Gosh, wouldn't that be something? 1905, 1907 again. This was a little bit better. Pretty decent detail on this one. Pretty fun overall, to be honest. I enjoy this. Let me know if you guys enjoy stuff like this, but I'll try to speed this up as we go. Kind of edit out all the blank moments, if you will. 1891, so again, anything dipping back below 1900 starts to pick up some value. 1897, and I'll put some comps on the screen of eBay prices for Indian head scent rolls. Here's an 1880, so again, a little bit older one. 1901, 1907, 1906, and we're getting to the end here. Don't want to make this too long for you. 1904 and 1906. 1901, another 1901, 1906 again, 1900, 1899, some stuff on it there, and 1902. That's it for the Indian head scents. Let me know what you guys think on those. I'm going to go through here and see if there's any of these that I need. So, again, I'm probably going to list this on my eBay store with the link in the description down. I may swap 2 or 3 of them out. That I want for my collection, and I'll put some other ones in to make it comparable. But anyway, let me know what you guys think on those, and I'm going to grab my Lincoln Dansco album and go through some updates with you, so stick around for that. All right, so if you guys have been following the channel for any bit of time, you know I've been going through my Lincoln Dansco album, and that was one of my goals this year, and still have a few spots to fill. But you can see we still have some holes to fill. 1909 SVDB, 12S, 14 Denver on the first page here. Second page, we need the 31S. And I think that is pretty much it. The only other one that I don't have is a 70S small date. I had purchased one of those, and it was marked as a small date, and just took their word for it. It was actually a large date. So anyway, that's unfortunate, but we'll have to get one of those. And then, of course, this goes all the way up through 82. Basically, I wanted to have round this out since it actually stops this album at 79S. So I just went ahead and finished out the copper scents for this one. So we have some to fill, and I will grab those here for you, and we'll kind of go through them and then get them put in the book. First one's going to be a 43 Denver. I just know this is going to upgrade my existing ones, so I think that was in the bargain bin. And then we did have a kind of a big dog. This is my most recent purchase, 1914 Denver, and basically got to looking at this with the one of the shop owners, and obviously you can see the price drop, and that was just mainly due to condition. I kind of questioned what they had it originally marked at, and they agreed. So got it for a much lower price than originally marked, because it's more realistic based off the grade. This one is a separate deal. This is a 1903 Indian head on an auction. Again, this might have been the same auction as the other one. Anyway, it's 1903. And it's like a thin planchet, so try not to get too much glare, but so it looks pretty much the same, but I made some notes, and a normal Indian head should weigh 3.11 grams. That's what the minted weight should be. This one weighs in at 1.49 grams actual weight. So it's just really thin, really light, but you can see there doesn't look to be any other. So I'm not sure what's going on with this planchet, if it's supposed to be something else or what. Not sure. But if you've seen something like this, I thought it was pretty unique, and I purchased it just because it didn't look really altered per se. It actually looks like it's supposed to be a cent. Everything's oriented the proper way, and I'm not sure if we just had a small planchet or what. It also has like some kind of random, not sharp edges, but almost like small points. Like this was like a, I don't know, a throwaway piece or something, and somehow it got minted. But let me know if you guys have seen this before, what you guys think. But anyway, looks like a mint air to me, but pretty cool from that era. But again, that's not a wheat cent, but recent purchase. Tough date, 1931S, and pick that one up as well. So that should fill a spot. And then 12S. So here's that 14D, and then we need that 12S. But this is a little bit easier date. And then lastly, this is again another estate auction. Look how old this flip is, guys. 1929 uncirculated. Check this out. This is always fun. This is what makes this hobby fun to me, is that, first of all, look at the back of this thing on 29. Incredible. But this date, 11/3 of 1964. So that's how long it's been in this flip. And this is, I don't know, I always get to thinking of where this coin's been and what that person was thinking and what have you. But just gets the mind wandering, and that's what makes this hobby fun. So I knew this was going to upgrade the existing one. So this is what we have. Let's get these into the book. It's always nerve-wracking opening these up. Looks like this one's probably been cleaned at some point, but we will take it. And another spot filled, and it's a tough one at that. 29. Let's pop this guy out. And kind of a shame opening these up. Hopefully you guys don't get too mad at me about doing that, but I'm not sure what kind of material this is, so you just never know. $31S going in. And lastly, the 43 Denver upgrade. Let's get this one out first. This one has some gunk and stuff on it. Not the best condition for the steel. This will be our upgrade. And this is an original. This doesn't look to be replated. So happy with that. We'll still need to upgrade our 43S, but two decent. Although we have a S in a slab. Should we crack that out? Could always crack this guy out. But I think this might be on my eBay store as well. So, well, that's going to do it. The only thing we have left for our Lincoln Dansco album is our 1909 SVDB. We've saved the best for last, or just the most expensive. But the rest of our Lincoln Dansco penny album is almost complete. And again, 70S, I don't count that. But yeah, so pretty much just the 1909 SVDB. 70S, small date would be pretty easy to fill in. But let me know what you guys think, how you guys coming on your collections for 2024. Me and my son, he's already, because we've made some decent progress, he's already asking me what we're going to be starting next. And I said, I just want to focus on getting this completed, and then we can set some goals for 24. But we still have quite a few goals to finish for this year. actually set the goals for 25, I meant. But we still have a few to finish for this year, but this is kind of where we're at. That's all I have for this video. Thanks so much for watching. As always, if you made it this long, I do really appreciate it in this journey and hope you guys are doing well. So share in the comments below kind of what you guys are working on or what you guys think. And if I need something I need to upgrade or something else you want me to change, let me know. But that's all I have for now. Thanks again. Coin Flip out.